Psychologists say the biggest battle we face every single day is what they call internal chatter or internal dialogue. It's the thoughts that we're feeding ourselves that literally impact our attitude, impact our behaviors, impact our actions, and impact our outcomes. There was a study done somewhere around 2012, 2011 possibly, that said the human brain thinks between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts. 80% of those thoughts, the research shows, are negative. And 98% of those thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday, which means we truly are creatures of habit. We do a lot of things in the unconscious, and we don't even think about it. It's in times like this where we have to challenge ourselves to stay conscious. What thoughts are we feeding ourselves on a daily basis? Are we buying into and feeding ourselves all the negative thoughts that are happening, that are impacting our attitude, that are adding stress to our lives, that are impacting our actions and behaviors in the way we're treating others? Or are we challenging ourselves to get productive and be thinking about things that we can do that can be productive in times like this? Listen, we're all facing new normals. The world is not the same. And I think it's important that we level set on expectations, because our expectations that we have will impact our attitude. If we don't meet or exceed our expectations, we have a negative attitude. If we meet or exceed them, it creates a positive attitude. And so what expectations are you feeding yourself, and what thoughts are you having on a daily basis that's allowing you to be productive, or allowing some of us to just be crippled, candidly? Let's face it, we are going through something that is unprecedented. And tomorrow, schools are not going to be back in session. Kids are going to be at home, and we're going to have to homeschool them the best that we can. Some of us are now disrupted from work and working virtually. Some of us are taking a risk every single day and being on the front lines and battling this as we go through it in the line of work that we're in. So we have to be careful and make sure that we don't set the wrong expectations, because if we set the wrong expectations, we will disappoint ourselves with that internal chatter every single time. So what's the challenge? Here's the challenge. What thoughts are you having? Stay conscious on a consistent basis. Are you feeding yourself productive thoughts, or are you feeding yourself negative thoughts? We're all gonna have thoughts that are stressful and negative and a punch in the gut. But how can we get past that and get into productive that allows us to manage through this for however long we have to manage through it? It might get worse before it gets better. But what are we doing to manage through it and to step up and to challenge ourselves, that internal chatter of what we're feeding ourselves on our thoughts and our expectations, that will create the world that we walk into? It'll either be negative or it'll be productive. It's our choice.